Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. This is GEAUX STROS coming at you from Hiroshima, Japan. It is now about 5:05 in the morning for me on Thursday morning, August 29th. I'm with you today for Game 3 of the Astros versus the Phillies. So far, a completely disappointing, frustrating, pathetic series by the Astros. Astros so far have scored basically once with runners in scoring position. I think they've had runners in scoring position at least 10 times, maybe 11 or 12 times, and they've only managed to score one of those times. And this has been a repeated problem for the Astros this year that I have said over and over and over again, like a broken record. It's interesting to hear the commentators just now really kind of talking about it recently when it's been such a big problem for the Astros for a long time. But it is what it is. Hopefully today we can get the base runners moving and score some runs and salvage at least one game of this series, because the Astros have been on a massive slide recently, having lost 6 of their last 10 games. And some of these games are very, very important. Of course, it's important for the Astros to keep the lead in their division and extend it if possible. But more than that, they have to be winning against good teams. And the Phillies are a good team. They can't be just losing all their games against the Phillies. That's not something that they'll be able to do. Let me pull up my channel just to double check the live stream and make sure it's all good. Sounds good. Daniel Berry Sports, Go Astros. Hey man, thank you for being here. And I second that. Go Astros. The lineup today, the first 3 batters are going to be Jose Altuve, Jordan Alvarez batting in the DH spot, and Alex Bregman. Altuve is stepping into the box right now. He will be facing Taijuan Walker. I believe that's how you say his name. The stupid crowd boos Altuve. Here comes the first pitch. Inside, 91 miles an hour. Ball 1. Altuve had a hit on his very first pitch yesterday. This pitch is in there for a strike, 88 miles an hour. Count is even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Walker. Ooh, curveball. Right, dead center, middle of the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. Here comes the next pitch. That's way outside for ball 2. The count is even. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit hard right down the third base side, but foul. Count will remain 2-2. I appreciate you guys joining from wherever you are. Since this game started much earlier, I'll be able to live stream the play-by-play of the entire game. Next pitch is way outside and low in the dirt. That's a full count on Altuve. Good eye on that one, not swinging at that trash. Got a half a dozen people checking in right now. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like the stream if you can. Here comes the next pitch to Altuve. This one's bounced foul. That could have been ball 4. Good pitch by Walker getting Altuve to swing, but thankfully Altuve is able to get the bat on it and stay alive. Here comes the next pitch to Altuve. This one's hit hard to left field. That's deep. That could be gone, guys. It's off the wall. It's going to be a double for Altuve. He scoots into second base, no problem. He's got a double, just like that. I'll give you guys a replay as soon as I get one. So Altuve with a leadoff double, almost a home run. off the wall. So, first pitch to Alvarez is low, ball 1. No outs, Altuve on second. Second pitch to Alvarez is a little outside, ball 2. Let's shake Walker up early, man. Come on. Two balls, no strikes. Walker taking a little longer to look at the calls than he did with Altuve. Here comes the... Nope. He fake throws to second. Looks like Walker wasn't sure what to pitch. Made a fake throw to Altuve. Now he's back on the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Little inside. Woo! Called ball 3. That ball was right on the corner. Inside. Sweeper could have been a strike. The next pitch is a ball. So ball 4. Just like that. 2 runners on. 4-pitch walk to Yordan Alvarez. Now we have 2 runners on. First and second with no outs. Astros with one of their best opportunities this entire season. With 2 runners, first and second in the first inning. Alex Bregman comes to bat. No outs, runners on first and second. No home runs for the Astros this series so far. Come on, are you serious? Bregman pops it up again. He flies out. Just, oh my gosh. Bregman, come on. Flies out. Are you kidding me? I swear. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but Bregman flies out a lot to the infield like that. I just don't get it. What in the world is with that? One pitch to Bregman, he fouls it up, and the Astros have 1 out. Are you kidding me? Jeremy Pena is coming up to bat. He's batting .272 this season. He had the big series against the Phillies during the World Series. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. 91 miles an hour. Oh and 1. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Walker. Pena takes that one inside for ball 1. 91 miles an hour, about a foot off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Walker. This one's grounded up the middle. Looks like it might be a double play ball. There's not going to be. No time for them to get to first. They get Alvarez at second. Altuve goes to third. Pena camps out at first base. So Pena advances the runner. Advances Altuve to third, but unfortunately, nice catch by the second baseman there. But unfortunately, now the Astros have 2 outs. They're going to need a real hit here to score a run so they don't squander this opportunity. Victor Caratini comes to the plate. Here comes the pitch. Curveball right in there. Strike 1, 75 miles an hour. That was a launchable pitch. Perfect one for Caratini. Caratini calls a timeout for a moment. Steps out of the box. Now he's back in. 0-1 is the count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Astros. Here comes the pitch. Nope. Walker goes to first. Altuve tries to score. Oh my gosh. Altuve with the heads up play. The pick-off move to first base. The pick-off move to first base. Pena gets back. Altuve, a little saucy on third base, steals. He takes the initiative to score. That is my hero right there, guys. Jose Altuve scores for the Astros, stealing home plate on that pickoff move by Walker to Pena at first base. Now the Astros have one runner on with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch to Victor Caratini, the 0-1 pitch. Nope, he goes back to first. Pena is back to first. We're going to get to see that replay. Take a look at this. Altuve's over on third. Walker goes to first. Altuve checks it out and then runs in and scores. Victor Caratini grounds out, guys. So Altuve's stolen base turns out to be the only run of the inning. So the Astros tried to strand a runner, but my hero, my favorite player of all time, Jose Altuve, takes the initiative and says, you know what, we're not going to get any RBIs. I need to score. And with that pickoff move to first base, he runs in and scores. The Astros are up 1-0. Thank God for Altuve. Thank God for Altuve, I swear. Let me go grab my hot water, guys. I'm going to make myself some coffee, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the first. This is GEAUX Stros. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, we are in the bottom of the first inning. Astros up 1-0 with 1 hit. Altuve's stolen base puts the Stros in the lead. Spencer Arrighetti's on the mound for the Astros today, about to throw his first pitch to Schwarber. Right in there, 94 miles an hour, strike 1. Kyle Schwarber is leading the batting for the Phillies in the DH position, followed by Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. Here comes the second pitch from Arrighetti. Again in there, inside, 94 miles an hour. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count against Schwarber. Here comes the next pitch. Oh my gosh, how do you like those apples right there? Swing and a miss. Just buzzes it right by Schwarber for strike 3. Kyle Schwarber takes a big whiff at a ball right in the zone and strikes him out. Can you believe that? I kid you not. 3 fastballs, basically right in the zone. 3 strikes. First strikeout for Arrighetti this game. Man. What a great first batter and result for Spencer Arrighetti. Now he's facing Trey Turner. Here comes the first pitch to him. Curveball, low, almost in the dirt. 79 miles an hour, ball one. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That one's hit hard down the line. One hop to Alex Bregman. Fires over to first. No problem. Trey Turner grounds out. That was a hard hit ball. One hopper. Glad to see Bregman over there making his usual great defensive plays. 2 away already with just 5 pitches for Arrighetti. Caratini is catching today. Diaz is not in the lineup at this moment, or unless he's on first base. Let me take a look. He might be on first. Bryce Harper's up. First pitch to him is a ball. Here's the second pitch from Arrighetti. 78 miles an hour curve. Strike one. Right in there. Count is even. That's right. Diaz is not in the lineup right now. Zach DeCenzo's at first base. The next pitch, whew, very nice from Arrighetti. Little curveball, swing and a miss for strike two. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Arrighetti. Curveball in the bottom of the zone, fouled at the plate for another 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a check swing strikeout. Arrighetti with another strikeout. Check that out. Look at you go, man. Arrighetti walks off the mound, and that will get it for the Phillies in the bottom of the second. 3 up and 3 down, no problem. Astros winning 1-0 with 1 hit. Phillies with nothing in that inning. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Man, this is the version of Spencer Arrighetti and the Astros I like. Astros base runners taking initiative to score. Astros pitchers shutting down the batters. Man, that's good stuff right there. And let's just keep it going, keep it going. Don't let the pedal up. Just keep that pedal down. Just like they did during their last World Series run. Just keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the pedal down. There's also some good news, guys. Kind of an update that I can give you about my channel, or other. I mean, not necessarily just about the channel, but it's about my game tomorrow, the Astros game tomorrow. The next game for the Astros, they are playing again tomorrow. I don't think that I've updated the actual live play schedule, but tomorrow they go to Kansas City for a 4-game series. And technically for me, it's going to be Friday, and that game starts at 9:10. And normally I would not be able to call that game. But there's good news, because there's a typhoon coming here. It's already on the west coast of Japan and heading this way. We're starting to get some wind and rain from it right now here in Hiroshima. But my school is canceling classes for tomorrow. That's what they told us yesterday. So tomorrow we will have a break from school. That means that I can call that game. After all, I can be home and call that game. Game 1 versus Kansas City. Ben Gamble's up at the plate. First pitch he took for strike 1, then he hits the ball to center field. Should be an easy out for Brandon Marsh, and it is. That'll be the first out of the game. I mean, of the inning. Jake Myers comes to the plate. Jake Myers batting .230 for the season. Definitely not stellar. And just as an update, the first pitch comes to Myers. He hits that to right field. It might drop in. Castellanos makes a diving attempt for it, but he's not able to make it. Myers into first with a single. How do you like that? Awesome. A one-out single by Myers. That was like hitting it with a driver. I mean, not a driver, a pitching wedge or something. Myers with the hit, man. Bottom of the batting order. If the bottom of the batting order is going to be hitting the ball and getting singles and stuff, that's nice. That's great. That'll set up the top of the batting order. Zach DeCenzo is at the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball. I can see the sun starting to come up. It's 5:26 in the morning here. You can already start seeing the sunlight outside. Next pitch is below the zone. Kind of a sinker there. Swing and a miss by DeCenzo. The count is even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first base with 1 out. This one's inside, 91 miles an hour. Foul down the third base line. One ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Way outside, 91 miles an hour. Count is even, 2-2. My coffee is about finished dripping. There we go. DeCenzo takes a timeout, stepping out of the box. Now he's back in, getting set up. 1 out, Myers on first. 2-2 is the count against DeCenzo. Here comes a pitch from Walker. Nope, he fires the first. Myers is back. I don't think Myers is a real threat to be stealing. Walker's lucky that Altuve is not on third base. Here comes the pitch. Inside and low, but fouled away. 86 miles an hour. Count remains 2-2. Anything going on in the chat? Not yet. Got about a dozen people listening in or following right now. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you like the video. Leave some comments. Even sub if you like. This one's hit to the left side. It might be a double play. And it is. So DeCenzo grounds into the double play to end the inning and leave Strand Myers. That's unfortunate, but at least it shows the Astros are putting the bat on the ball on the bottom of the batting order rather than striking out. That's some good news. Just to let you know, so far through the batting order, no Astros have struck out. So Mauricio Dubon is the only batter not to bat yet for the Astros. So in the first 2 innings, 8 Astros got to bat. We almost got all the way through the batting order in 2 innings. That's not bad. Unfortunately, they do strand runners. If not for Altuve stealing home, the Astros would not have a run. That's the bad side. That's the bad part. So the Astros actually have stranded 3 runners so far in this game. So that means that in the last 15 or so runners in scoring position opportunities, the Astros have only scored once in this series, okay? Just to let you know how badly the Astros have been performing with runners in scoring position. The Phillies, on the other hand, have already struck out 2 times just in the first inning. Arrighetti is on the ball so far. couple of days ago, I reached my 100 subscriber milestone. I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for helping me get to that point. Now my next goal is to 500, and that's only because I get some extra features and stuff that I can use for YouTube at 500. And of course at 1,000 I get full monetization and some other features that are very handy. Actually, some of these things can help you guys too, because there are some things that I want to be able to do to give you guys information about the games and the players, but I can't do that until I get to at least 500 or 1,000. First pitch from Arrighetti is a sinker in the zone, 79 miles an hour for strike one against Alec Bohm. Bohm is the leadoff batter, of course, for the Phillies this inning. Another one right in the lower outside of the zone, fouled away by Bohm, strike two. Bohm followed by Castellanos and Bryson Stott. No balls, 2 strikes to Bohm. Here comes the pitch from Arrighetti. Ooh, high fastball hit to right field, but just barely foul by about 10 feet or so. Opposite field foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Arrighetti takes a moment off the mound to grab the rosin bag. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, guys. There's another strikeout for Arrighetti. 3 strikeouts out of the first 4 batters. Awesome. Love to see it right there. Arrighetti spaghetti. 80-mile-per-hour sweeper. Started off in the outside part of the zone and then just dropped. Boom, 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 boom. Nick Castellanos comes to the plate. First pitch to him was an identical pitch to the last one that struck out Bohm. You can see that. Check this out. Same pitch. About 79 miles an hour. Strike one. Here comes the next pitch. Just inside. Curveball. Called strike. Wow. Castellanos wasn't happy about that when he looked at the umpire, but it was right on the edge of the zone. 0-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. A little outside, check swing by Castellanos, but he decided not to chase it. That's ball 1, 1-2. That was a 79-mile-per-hour sweeper. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Oh, we got him that time. Another sweeper in the same spot, basically. Another strikeout. That's 2 outs for the Astros with that new strikeout. 4 strikeouts out of 5 batters for Arrighetti so far. How do you like that? First pitch to Bryson Stott is a little inside for ball 1. They were just showing some information about the spin rate of Arrighetti's sweeper. It's actually a lot higher than the MLB average. Next pitch, 94 miles an hour, outside and high, ball 2. 2 outs, no runners on. Bryson Stott at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes the next pitch. High and outside, ball 3. It's interesting hearing them mention some of the names of the places around Houston. They just mentioned Albuquerque. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. That's outside. It's going to be ball 4. He walked him, so 4 straight balls after those strikeouts, after 2 strikeouts. 4 straight balls and a walk. Phillies finally get a base runner courtesy of a 4-pitch walk. That brings up Brandon Marsh, who's got a big beard. Here comes the first pitch to him. Way high and outside. That's 5 balls in a row thrown by Arrighetti. That one, Caratini had to stand up to grab. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch to Marsh. Check swing. Outside, ball 2. Caratini is going to run out to the mound. That's 6 straight balls from from Arrighetti. Alex Bregman over with Caratini and Arrighetti. Little 3-way conversation going on. Umpire comes out and breaks it up. Arrighetti on the mound here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. He struck out the first 2 batters, walked the next batter on 4 straight pitches, and now he has 2 balls against Brandon Marsh and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Just low and outside. That's ball 3. 7 straight balls from Arrighetti. What in the world's going on? How can you have so many strikeouts and then just start throwing balls like crazy? Here comes a 3-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, guys. Ball 4. 8 straight balls thrown by Arrighetti. He walks Brandon Marsh on 4 straight pitches. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 2 strikeouts, and then back-to-back 4-pitch walks. He changes the ball. That's probably a good idea. Austin Hayes comes to the plate. Phillies with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Arrighetti having given up 4 pitch walks to 2 batters back to back. Here comes the first pitch to Hayes. That one's in there finally. My gosh, 80 miles an hour. Strike 1. About time. A little bit of a curveball right in the top of the zone. Hayes batting .257 this season. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's a high fastball, swing and a miss for strike 2. Now 0-2. Finally gets ahead in the count. Oh and 2. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, 95 miles an hour fastball. That's absolutely insane. He gets another strikeout, but check this out. You see that? Boom. Now, check this out. Arrighetti comes out, strikes out the first 2 batters, throws 8 straight balls to walk the next 2 batters, and then strikes out the following batter on 3 straight pitches. Absolutely insane. Luckily, he gets out of that inning without any damage done. Astros still up 1-0 thanks to the stolen base by Altuve. We're going to move into the top of the third. Speaking of Altuve, he will follow Mauricio Dubon, who is the leadoff batter for this inning. And after Altuve, Yordan Alvarez. So Astros will be back into the top of the batting order in just a moment. It'd be nice to see Dubon get on base. Altuve had a really nice hit, almost a home run off the wall. His first at bat in the first inning. So Altuve's just, so far, he's the best player in the game besides Arrighetti. Arrighetti's the best on defense right now. Altuve the best on offense. Double off the wall, stealing home. That's awesome stuff. Got about 10 people following right now. Thank you so much for being here. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video, I'd appreciate that. I've got it 7 up there right now. My goal for every live stream is to have at least 20. And I'm just going by the number of viewers/subscribers I have. And according to what I can tell, as best I can tell, considering the size of my channel, the amount of views that I get, and subscribers I have, getting 20 likes on my live streams right now is a good number to be shooting for. As my subscribers and views increase, I will expect that number to go up, that like total. Oh man, this coffee is tasting really good today. I'm loving it. It's not even McDonald's, but I'm loving it. Okay. Alright guys, apparently I missed Mauricio Dubon while I was checking on my live stream. There's already one out. Altuve comes to the plate very quickly. Crowd boos a little bit, kind of half-heartedly. First pitch somehow is not a strike. That's ball one. 1-0. This is the 30th pitch of the game for Walker. Big curveball drops in there for strike one. 1-1. I don't know what happened with Dubon. I guess he came up, had one pitch, and grounded out or flew out. I didn't get to see it. This is hit hard by Altuve, and he's got another hit. He rips it through the left side. And that's going to be another hit. He's 2 for 2 today with that single. Boom. Right through the left side. Altuve getting it done. Two for 2 today, man. Loving me some Altuve. I have got to get me an Altuve shirt, an Altuve poster. I need some Altuve paraphernalia. One out, one runner on. Altuve's on first. Yordan Alvarez at the plate. This one was hit hard, but to the left field side and out of play. By the way, so far in this series, the Astros don't have a single home run. Not a one. Now's a good time for Yordan to change that. 33rd pitch from Walker. Here comes the pitch. Altuve is going for second base, and he's out, looks like. Unfortunately, he's thrown out. He doesn't make it. Altuve feeling extra saucy today, trying to get the steal. But they did kind of a pitch-out throw, and they got him. Disappointing. He didn't get a very good jump for that. He needed to get out of there a little bit sooner. Not a really good jump and a good throw. So Altuve's out. That's 2 outs. Yordan at the plate. That one's outside, but called strike. Take a look at how bad this was. This was way off the plate. A called strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes against Alvarez with 2 outs. No runners on. Here comes the pitch. That one's hit hard. Looks like it's going to drop. It is. It's into the gap. That could have moved Altuve to third. Unfortunately, we just have 1 runner on now. Yordan on first. I don't have to change the base runner now. I can just keep him on. 4 hits now for the Astros. Two outs. Yordan Alvarez on first. Alex Bregman at the plate takes the first pitch, breaking ball, 75 miles an hour, strike 1. Very first pitch of the last inning, or first inning rather, he fouled out to first base. Here comes the second pitch, high, ball 1. 88 miles an hour, about 8 or so inches above the zone. 1-1 is the count against Bregman. I want to see one of those line drive home runs from Bregman. Here comes the pitch. Low. 87 miles an hour, ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 outs. Alvarez takes his lead. Here comes the pitch from Walker. Low and outside in the dirt. 87 miles an hour, 3-1. This is a good opportunity for Bregman to drive the ball. 3-1 count. Walker surely doesn't want to put him on. We'll see what he delivers. Here comes the pitch. It is in the zone and fouled back by Bregman. Strike two. 3-2 is the count. That was the pitch, man. Full count. 2 outs. Jordan on first. Here comes the pitch from Walker. Bregman swings, and he hits it through the gap, guys. It's going to be a base hit. Doesn't look like Jordan's going to be able to move to third. So Jordan stops at second base. The 5th hit of the game for the Astros. So Altuve, Jordan, Bregman all with back-to-back-to-back hits. Altuve probably would have been able to score on that hit, but unfortunately he was thrown out on the steal attempt. Pena comes up to bat with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Let's see if the Astros can do what they did in the last series and start scoring runs with 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch to Pena. This one's fouled to the right side. Is it going to be playable? It is. It's in foul territory. Oh, no, he doesn't. It hits the net. He just barely is not able to get it. It looked like he was going to be able to get it. But then it went into the net. Luckily, Pena will have another chance here. Count is 0-1. Pena did reach his last at bat with a fielder's choice. It was a good defensive play by the second baseman, but they were only able to get the out at second. Here comes the next pitch to Pena. He grounds it to shortstop. He's easily going to go to second and get Bregman at second. So that's it for the Astros. They strand 2 more runners once again. So the Astros now have stranded about 17 runners. Out of the last 17 runners on base, the Astros, out of the last 17 opportunities, 16 opportunities? Yes, with runners in scoring position. Now, very important. In the last 16 opportunities with runners in scoring position, the Astros have only scored 1 time. Just once. That does not count Altuve stealing home plate. I mean, actual hits that have driven runners home that are in scoring position at second or third base. This is the Astros' batting problem, having runners in scoring position and stranding them on base. Philip Castillo, welcome back, man. It's good to see you. Altuve get 3,000 hits. Bad base running. Yeah, I mean, I can understand Altuve was trying to make something happen, and it was a bad jump. Not a bad idea. It was just a bad jump. And the Phillies got lucky because the pitch was way outside and high, so the catcher was able to stand up and catch it and basically throw it immediately. It was real easy for him to make a good throw. So Altuve just got unlucky with the pitch and the throw, but he also made a bad jump. If he had stayed on first base, then he would have scored on that hit by Bregman. So that's unfortunate. However, he did steal home. So he kind of makes up for it by taking the initiative to put the Astros on the board. If not for that steal, then the Astros wouldn't have any runs at all right now. How many hits does Altuve have? He's got over 2,200 right now, I think. He only needs 800 more. He's got 5 more seasons. He should be able to get there, as long as he stays decent. Very first pitch to Garrett Stubbs from Arrighetti is hit out to right field, but that's nabbed for out number 1. No problem. Out number 1. That's probably the hardest hit ball so far off of Arrighetti. Here comes the next pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber was the first strikeout victim of Arrighetti in the first inning. That's a ball. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. Check swing. That's going to be strike one. Either way, it was a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Schwarber takes a moment to step out of the box. Now he's back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, no runners on. Here's the pitch from Arrighetti. Got him again. Another strikeout. 79-mile-per-hour breaking ball. And gets up another K. 2 Ks on Schwarber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts for Arrighetti so far, guys. 6 strikeouts. Schwarber looked completely confused with that strikeout. Trey Turner's at the plate. He grounded out his last at bat. First pitch is taken inside for ball 1. It tricked him, though, because he pulled away from it like it was going to hit him, but it was just an inside pitch. It came back in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A little low and outside, just barely missing the zone. Ball 2. Don't throw another 4-pitch walk, man. Last inning, Arrighetti had 2 strikeouts in a row and then threw 8 balls in a row. That one is a strike. Oh my gosh. He calls it ball 3. Are you kidding me? Can you see that? Take a look at this. This was called a ball, guys. How do you call that a ball? A breaking ball? A curve that goes into the zone on the outside corner? 3-0 to Turner. He hits this one high to right field. DeCenzo is over. He's able to get to it. No. DeCenzo misplays it. If that had been Bregman, it would have been in the glove. DeCenzo blows the catch, the foul ball Turner hit. How do you not catch that? Come on, man. If he had gotten over to the net first and then looked up, so he looks at the wall, he looks and then loses it. Another one fouled up, but this one's out of play. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Anytime a ball like that's hit over to the left side, I'm always happy because Bregman will get it. He's like a vacuum cleaner over there. I've seen 2 balls like that by DeCenzo now. Strike 3. A sweeper, 82 miles an hour, and he gets Turner for 7th strikeout. How you like that? Trey Turner goes down again, this time with a strikeout. Seven strikeouts in 3 innings for Spencer Arrighetti. How do you like that for a start? That's great stuff. Phillips says, I wanted to go see the Astros in Philly, but the crime in Philly is bad. Saw Pittsburgh Pirates in Houston. That was good. That's awesome, man. I would love to be able to go watch some games. Obviously, I can't do that being so far away in Japan. But I hope that one of these days I have the health and the wealth to be able to fly to the U.S. and at least see a series in Houston. I've never seen a game in Minute Maid Park, but I've been to the Astrodome a few times to see games. That's how long ago it's been. When I was a kid and living in Houston, I saw the Astros play the Cubs, saw them play the Dodgers. I think we saw another game, a third game, but I can't remember who it was. But the good thing is that I remember the Astros won both those games. And now here's the funny thing. My older brother is a fan of the Dodgers. My younger sister likes the Cubs. And so whenever we went to see the Astros at the Dome play those teams, it was me against my brother, then me against my sister, and the Astros won both those games. So I was very happy about that. Victor Caratini is at the plate. First pitch to him is right in there for strike one. And then he takes a timeout to think about his life. Top of the fourth inning, guys. Astros with 5 hits, but only 1 run to show for it, thanks to Altuve's stolen base. Next pitch is 85 miles an hour. A bit inside, brushing Caratini off the plate. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit hard to the right side, and it's going to get through between second and the second baseman. Another single for the Astros. Caratini hits it basically right through the gap. Awesome. Lead off runner for the Astros. Caratini always looking like Ben Affleck to me. That brings up Ben Gamel. First pitch to him is hit hard to right field, guys. That could be trouble. It looks like it's gone. Oh my gosh, guys. It looks like it might have gone over the wall. They're ruling it a home run, but they're probably going to take another look at it. But Ben Gamel on the very first pitch just launches it off the wall, the top of the wall in right field. That's a 2-run shot. The first home run of the series for the Astros. My God. And the bottom of this lineup actually hitting the ball. Finally, thank God. I'd love to see that. Gamel and Caratini laughing and smiling and hugging each other on the way back to the bullpen. Love to see that. Look at this. I love this. Look at these guys. How can you not like that? Love that camaraderie. 3-0 Astros. They are going to discuss it. They might review that. Could be a crew chief review. Right now they're taking a closer look at it. They're trying to determine. Yeah, they're doing a crew chief review, guys. They have to determine if it's an actual home run or fan interference. If it's fan interference, it'll be a ground rule double. This would be Gamel's first home run if it stands. It's difficult to tell right there because if the fan touched it, that's fan interference. But from that angle, we can't tell for sure that the fan touched it or not. From that one angle, we can't tell. So I'm going to say the call stands as called. Okay, that's my guess. Stands as called. 2-run homer. I'm going to move the run off base and say that's a 2-run homer. The only camera angle they have on it right now so far, you can't tell if they touched it or not. It's not for sure. It's got to be definitive. They're saying it's fan interference. They're going to put runners at second and third, guys. They're going to bring Gamel back out and put him at second base. So he loses his home run. So he's going back on the field. It's hard to tell. But they say it's fan interference, so Ben Gamel will be on second. Caratini will be on third. Jake Myers comes up to the plate with no outs. He had a single his last at bat with a little chip shot to right field. Here comes the first pitch to him. It's low and inside for ball one. That's disappointing. That would have been Ben Gamel's first home run this year. Everybody was celebrating, very happy about that, and then it's taken away because of a fan. Here comes the next pitch. Low and inside, fouled away by Myers. Here comes the 1-1 count to Myers. 89 miles an hour, right in the bottom of the zone. 85, rather. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Myers calls timeout. Astrodome is legendary. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's still considered an amazing place, you know. Here comes the next pitch to Myers. That's in the dirt. Catcher's able to block it, keep the runners from advancing, but the count is now 2-2. Orlando Palmeiro hit a grand slam to win 5-2. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. That's pretty cool, the Lion. Welcome back, by the way. It's good to see you. Da Lion. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Myers. Myers hits it hard to left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall, guys. There we go, a double for Myers as both runners can trot home. So the Astros get that 3-0 lead after all on that hit by Jake Myers. He rips it all the way to the wall, one hopper to the wall. So Caratini and Ben Gamel will score. A no-out double by Jake Myers. The crowd is booing. I love it. That's right. I want that crowd to be against the Phillies. Absolutely, I do. There we go. Myers on second. Zach DeCenzo up to bat. No outs. DeCenzo hits it in the air to center field. And it looks like the center fielder is going to be able to get to it. Brandon Marsh does. He comes in, and a long distance he comes in and gets it. Puts it away for out number 1. One away. That brings up Mauricio Dubon, who did ground out in the third. I missed that one on the very first pitch of the inning. He grounded out right before I turned it back to that tab. First pitch, again he swings. 86 miles an hour right in the middle of the zone, but fouls that one away. 1 out. Myers on second. Astros up 3-0. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Check swing off the fists. Man, that was right off his hands. Look at this pitch. So close. Not quite sure what happened there. That was kind of a, looked like a protection swing. 0-2 is the count. Fouled back again. That one's low and outside. Yeah, very strange. No balls, 2 strikes. Mauricio Dubon at the plate with 1 out. Myers on second. Here comes the pitch from Walker. Dubon swings at that one. That's going to go up the middle, guys. It's off the second baseman. Myers is going to be around third and score. It's 4-0 Astros. Dubon is going to get a single on this rocket right to the second baseman. How do you like those apples? Once again, bottom of the order, getting it done, guys. That's what I like to see right there. 4-0. Stros. Myers scores. Doobie-doo gets a single. 9 hits for the Astros now and 4 runs. That brings up my personal hero, Jose Altuve. He takes the first pitch for ball 1. Crowd boos a little bit. Can't tell if they're booing the pitcher, booing their lives, or booing Altuve. Maybe a little bit of each. 2 for 2 today with a double and a single for Altuve. Next pitch is really high, way high. 76 miles an hour, ball 2. Runner on first, 1 out. Man, I want to see a home run right here. I want Altuve to go for the cycle. He needs a triple and a home run. He puts one out right now. It'd be hilarious. That one's a little inside, ball 3. Just barely missed. A few inches inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. He goes up the middle, but it's going to be bobbled by the second baseman. They're not going to have a chance at the double play, though, unfortunately. Altuve does get the fielder's choice, but Dubon is thrown out at second base. Another bobble by the second baseman. Thankfully, that caused the double play to fail. But it brings to bat Jose Altuve. Yordan Alvarez at the plate with 2 outs. Altuve on first. Astros up 4-0, having scored 3 in this inning, finally driving in base runners. First pitch to Alvarez is right in there for strike 1. Walker quickly brings in the second pitch, but that one is outside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit out to left field pretty far. It's all the way to the wall. Is it going to go? It's going to be gone, guys. I kid you not. Yordan Alvarez with a two-run opposite field home run off Walker. The Astros are up to 6-0. Take a look at that replay. It didn't look like it. It was just an opposite field hit splitter right into the crowd on the opposite side. 2-run shot driving in Altuve. The Astros are in serious hit mode right now off Walker. It's just probably going to be it for him. I would imagine when he gets this third out, he's going to be coming out of the game. The crowd is booing. It's 6-0. Astros now with 10 hits. 6 runs on 10 hits. Phillies still with no hits. Astros finally get a home run this series. It's sad to see that Gamble did not get his home run, but Alvarez gets his. There's a long delay before Bregman comes up. I'm wondering if they're replacing the pitcher now. Or they're just having a meeting on the mound. Probably just a meeting on the mound. Yep, now Bregman's in the box. Bases are empty. 2 outs for Bregman. That pitch is in there. 92 miles an hour, strike 1. The bullpen is still not active for the Phillies. Bregman hits it into left field. That's going to be a double. Bregman on to second base. Wow. Just like that, Bregman goes out to left field. Sharp hit. That's going to put him on second. Awesome. Astros continue to hit the ball. That's the 11th hit of the game. Jeremy Pena comes to bat. Might be a 7th run for the Astros. Inside, ball 1. Trying to pause my preview so I have a few seconds to show you guys what's going on. Now they finally have somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. Next pitch to Pena is hit to the right side and out of play. That's a foul ball for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man, I'm loving this inning. Just going to town on Walker. How about another extra base hit, Pena? That'd be awesome. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Pena swings. This one's hit into right field pretty far, but that's going to be playable at the warning track. Man, that was another long ball. But the Phillies are able to contain that one, get the out, and end the inning finally. Out number 3. And we're going to go into the bottom of the 4th. Astros coming off a big inning. 5 runs that inning. Astros now with 11 hits. Is that right? 11? Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. I'm trying to mute the audio. 11 hits, that's right. 11 hits. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Major League hates the Astros, bro. Yeah, I don't quite get it, but I will say this. There have been some interesting trades for the Astros recently, and I think that these teams are unwittingly helping the Astros. I really think so. I'm feeling really good about the Hayward trade. I think it's going to work out really well for the Astros. And imagine this. I was thinking about this yesterday. Can you imagine Hayward being in the game and having a walk-off hit to beat the Dodgers? How awesome would that be? That would be really amazing. My Little League coach at Bayland Park told me nothing is good when you check swing. You know, I had a coach when I was little, and he used to say, swing or don't swing. Okay? He said you can't accomplish anything with a check swing. So you swing or you don't swing. You commit to swinging or you don't swing. And I get the philosophy, but I wasn't much of a check swinger. I mean, I would start a swing, but it was rare that I actually would check swing. I was pretty good, I feel, at recognizing breaking balls. I had most of my home runs on breaking balls. I would drive fastballs. I would get a lot of line drive hits. And I would hit curveballs for home runs. I loved curveballs. I just felt like they just gave me plenty of time to just know exactly where the ball was going or where it was going to be and just hit it. With a fastball, it may or may not have movement on it, but regardless, you have less time to react. And so the best I could do was drive it. But with a curveball, even if it threw me off for a moment, I still had time to react, adjust, and get a hit. And so I remember hitting a lot of home runs off curveballs. But check swings didn't do that very often. Philip says, let's go Space City. Heck yes, let's go Space City. Okay, there's a fly out. The very first batter, Bryce Harper, flies out to Jake Myers in center field, who makes a great catch, guys. What a wonderful catch by Jake Myers. Take a look at this. Right as I'm talking to you guys and look at the comments, Jake Myers makes a tremendous catch in center field for the first out. How great is that? Bryce Harper is up to batter. Is that Alec Bohm? Alec Bohm grounds to Altuve, who fires it over to first for the second out. So already 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 2 up and 2 down. Amazing catch by Jake Myers in center field, followed by a standard good defensive play by Jose Altuve. 2 outs. 44 pitches now for Arrighetti. He's facing Nick Castellanos now. First pitch is in the bottom of the zone. Strike 1. Man. Here comes the next pitch from Arrighetti. Strike right in the zone. Swing and miss by Castellanos. 0-2. Man, Arrighetti is just looking amazing right now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. Strike 3 got him. There's another strikeout. That's the 8th strikeout of the game for Spencer Arrighetti. 6 pitches, guys, for Arrighetti that inning. 6 pitches. And he's out of the inning already. The Phillies fans must be so frustrated right now. So funny. So Walker Taijuan Walker has a long inning, gives up 5 runs. He gets up to almost 70 pitches, 69 pitches in 4 innings. And then Arrighetti, he's got 8 strikeouts, comes up, has 6 pitches, 3 up and 3 down. How do you like that? Let me check out the live stream again, see what you guys are chatting about over here. We got about a dozen people listening in, following along. Thank you so much for being here. Pam Flaler, welcome back, Pam. It's good to see you again today. I'm happy to see returning people. I guess you are a subscriber to the channel, so I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for being one of the first 100 people to subscribe to my channel. Everybody who's here right now, the Lion, Philip Castillo, Daniel even has been around for a while, but I believe that DeLion and Philip have been around for quite a while following my channel. And nice to see you here again, Pam. You guys are officially the foundational members of my channel. Don't know where it will go, but thank you for being here. You said that you were late because you had an eye appointment for surgery. Well, I hope that whatever you had is a big help for you. I might need that one day if I'm around long enough. My issue right now isn't so much with my eyes as it is with a cancer tumor, which really sucks. But I'm hoping that I can find a way to get over that. And there's so much more that I want to do in my life, so I don't have time for cancer. First pitch to Caratini is taken for a strike. Second pitch is low. Ball 1-1, and he calls for timeout for a moment. Steps out of the box. Would you believe that they still have Taijuan Walker in the game? He gave up 5 runs in the last inning. He's given up 6 total. Well, technically, the first run was a stolen base by Altuve, but at the same time, it was off of a pick move by Walker to first base. So he's given up 6 runs. Caratini hits this one to left field. It's all the way to the wall, almost, or rather to the warning track, and put away for out number 1. That'd be the first out. Caratini flies out. That's going to bring up Ben Gamel. Now, Ben Gamel hit it off the wall. At first, it was called a home run, and that would have been his first home run. He hasn't hit a home run in 2 years, guys, in over 2 years. But it was overturned because a fan touched it, so they say. First pitch to him is on the outside corner. Strike 1. 0-1. Here comes the next pitch. That one's low, fouled away by Gamel. Kind of a half-hearted swing there. 1 out, no runners on. 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Walker. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1-2. GEAUX STROS. I feel like the Astros have top-notch outfielders defensively, but no good hitters. Well, you know, you're right. Other than Tucker, but he's coming back soon. That's what they say. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gamel. Here comes the pitch. Outside for ball 2. The count is even. Man, how awesome would it be to see Gamel get another shot at a home run here? If he could actually get his home run. He hasn't had one in over 2 years. He fouls this one away. 86 miles an hour, low in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count remains. He was so excited, and he and Caratini were hugging and celebrating after that, and then it got taken away. Hopefully he can get another one. But that's outside for ball 3. The count's full. But, Philip, what I was going to say is Gamel has been doing pretty well for the Astros since coming over. He might be one of those guys who's going to be a regular outfielder. Here comes the full count pitch. That'll tap to the left side. Looks like that's going to be an easy infield hit. That was hilarious. He just tapped it with the bat and got a hit, guys. He tapped it to the third base side. Take a look at this. Little check swing. Dip. No throw by Bohm. The weakest infield hit you'll ever see. So he goes from hitting one basically out of the park to a little tapper on the infield. That's great. That brings up Jake Myers. Myers is actually 2 for 2 today with a single and a double. Myers thinking about the cycle. Can you imagine if Myers went for the cycle today? How crazy would that be? Here comes the next pitch to Myers. Ground ball. That's not going to be a cycle. It's going to be an unassisted double play by Turner. And that'll get Myers. But that was a funny thought. It gave me a chuckle. So Myers grounds into the double play to end the inning for the Astros. But that was a funny result. Right. Boom. Turner with the unassisted double. Okay, we're going to move into the bottom of the 5th. Astros leading 6-0. No hits so far for the Phillies. 12 hits for the Astros. I'm still chuckling inside about the idea of Myers having a cycle. Can you guys imagine Myers having a single, double, triple, and home run in the same game? Has he ever done that in his life? I would be completely shocked to hear that he had. And by the way, Philip, you heard about Hayward coming over, right? You know, Hayward is an outfielder. And there's a really good chance that with Hayward and, of course, we have Jordan playing left field sometimes, but with Hayward and Gamble and Tucker, if those other two guys are hitting and Tucker comes back and does Tucker things, can you imagine having those 3 guys and then Jordan in the DH spot? Imagine it. I can imagine it. Thanks, bro. Love your channel. I pray for you, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I actually got a message on Facebook yesterday from my old youth pastor when I was a kid. He knows about my condition, and he said that they were praying for me at their church, and they want to send me a postcard that they prayed over, and they're sending it to me here in Japan, so I should be receiving that in the coming days. That's very nice and thoughtful. So all prayers, positive thoughts, any type of positive energy or support in any form or fashion is welcome and appreciated. So thank you very much. He came from the Mets. Yes, Gamble came from the Mets. That's correct. He only batted like 18 times all season. Bryson Stott is the first batter for the Phillies. It looks like that first pitch is in there for a strike. I didn't get to see the call. They've got some kind of stats on the screen right now. But that looked like strike 1. Next pitch is hit down the line, but a line drive snatched by DeCenzo. What a good catch there. Out number 1. Stott lines out. This is the stat they're showing on the screen. It's in the way. Here's that play by DeCenzo. You can't really see it. It happens so fast. But it was a good catch. Out number 1. No runners on. Here comes a pitch to Brandon Marsh. Big Beard. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here comes the next pitch to Marsh. And that's outside for ball 1. Take a look at this whiff on the first pitch. Boom. 94 miles an hour. 1-1 is the count against Brandon Marsh. Marsh and I share a given name. Here comes the next pitch to Marsh. Bounced foul down the first baseline on that curveball. 77 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled straight up. Over on the left side, Bregman, and Dubon is over. Dubon takes it at the last moment. Bregman, I'm surprised that Bregman didn't go for that one. But Dubon ran all the way in and snatched it right behind Bregman. It was just foul. Man. Bregman professional, though, even though he's good at catching those. He's called off by Dubon, so he lets him take it. Out number 2. Austin Hayes is up to bat. He gets this one to Bregman. Bregman and Pena over, but Bregman takes it in. That's easy peasy. 1, 2, 3 3 up and 3 down for the Astros as Bregman puts away that fly ball by Austin Hayes. No problem. So Bregman gets his fly ball. We are through 5 innings, guys. Spencer Arrighetti has a no-hitter going, a no-hitter shutout going through 5. The Astros have 12 hits on the board. Now, here's the funny thing. I predicted that the Astros would have 13 hits at least yesterday and 6 runs. They did nothing yesterday. But today they have 6 runs and 12 hits. So maybe I just got my days wrong. That's what I'm going to claim. The Astros always making history and ESPN hates it. Yeah, there are too many guys on ESPN and some of the other mainstream channels that throw shade at the Astros. But it kind of feels like the Astros thrive even better, though, because of that. They've been able to handle it. Early on, after 2017, they struggled just a little bit. Think about how tough of a time Altuve had, just being trashed by people, by the stadiums, by the fans, the media. And he finally came out of that funk. Because I really feel, I don't know Altuve, I just feel like it's kind of like he realized that, number one, he didn't do anything wrong. So there's no reason for, the people that are just upset with him just don't understand. But the other thing is I really think that he realized how much he is loved by so many people. Not just in Houston, but in other parts of the world too. He's just a great guy. Walker is still on the mound. Taijuan Walker is still on the mound for the Phillies. Looks like they are wanting him to just keep going. He's at his 83rd pitch. That one's ball 1-2 to Senzo. Here comes the 84th pitch of the game for Walker. That's outside, ball 2. Let me get caught up on the comments. Did you see the Italian Connection live? The Italian Connection? Zach DeCenzo sends one in right field. Looks like it's going to be down for a hit, and it is. Another hit by the Astros. That's 13. 13 hits, 6 runs. That's exactly what I predicted for the Astros yesterday. They've got it today. That's funny. DeCenzo with a hit to right field, opposite field hit. He drops it in right out there. 1 runner on, leadoff runner on, with Mauricio Dubon coming to the plate. Whoops, I forgot to update the runners, but it's okay. It's all good now. DeCenzo helping me out there. First pitch to Dubon's on the way. Right in the bottom of the zone for a strike, 90 miles an hour. The Italian Connection. The Italian Connection live. You're going to have to tell me what that is, Philip. Are you talking about... I think the Italian Connection is like a movie, but Italian Connection live, what is that? Swinging a foul ball by Dubon, that's strike 2. Altuve is always making appearances out here by me at sports stores, giving out signatures. Oh, Pam, that is awesome. Next pitch is hit by Dubon to the right side to the second base. They're going to try for a double play, and they are able to get him no problem. So Dubon goes down on the double play ball. That unfortunately clears the bases. 2 outs now. As my personal hero, Jose Altuve, comes up to the bat. For you guys who did not see it, Altuve was able to sneak in a steal at home earlier after a pickoff attempt to first base. Here's the replay. Slid in there just barely safe. Great play by Altuve. First run of the game. First pitch by Altuve is fouled back. It's 0-1. 2 outs, no runners on. 0-1 is the count. Altuve with 2 hits today. He's 2 for 3. Little check swing there on a low and outside pitch. Strike 2, 0-2. I think I've got enough coffee in there. I can put some creamer in it now. 90 pitches now for Walker. His next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-2. It's a little windy outside. I see some stuff moving around out there. That typhoon coming in is starting to disturb some things. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Altuve. A little outside. Catcher frames it up by like a foot, but doesn't get it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Pam, if you could ever get an autograph from Altuve on something and you want to send it my way, feel free to do so. Altuve is going to ground out to third base, and that will do it for the Astros in this inning. We'll move into the bottom of the 6th in just a moment. I think I can show you this right here. Just a harmless little ground out to third. No big deal. So Altuve is 2 for 4 today. 2 ground outs, a single and a double. Altuve batting .299 right now. He brought his average back up a little bit. It had dropped to... oh, well, it's back down again. It had dropped to .297 and had gone back up to .299 or 300. And then back down to .279. And now it's back up to .299. So it's standing at .299 today. If he can get one more hit in this game, and maybe a walk, he can get back up to 300. A shirt. Oh my gosh, if you could get me an Altuve shirt with his autograph on it, I swear to you, I would wear it every single game. Every single game. And by the way, in American shirt sizes, I just wear a large. Extra large is a little baggy on me, I think. You know, the sizes in Japan are very different. American sizes are much bigger, so a large, for me, I lost a lot of weight after I left the U.S., so I'm able to wear a smaller shirt in the U.S., and I have to wear a bigger shirt here in Japan. Same in China. Asian shirt sizes are so much different than they are in the U.S. He's homegrown from Katy, Texas. Yeah, that's the thing. Altuve's a local guy. His backstory, his connection to the area in Texas, and his fan base there, everything, he just needs to stay in Houston until he retires. That's his place, man. First pitch to Garrett Stubbs is a ball. Second pitch is fouled away for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Arrighetti has only 56 pitches this game. 8 strikeouts for him so far. Here comes the next pitch to Stubbs. That one's outside for ball 2. 2-1. I guess I could stir my coffee. I was trying to figure out why it was so dark after I put creamer in it. It's because I didn't stir it. 2-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled back. 94 miles an hour. Strike 2. Two and two. I didn't get to see it, but they said that foul ball was caught by a spectator who was holding a beer, and he barehanded it on that fast foul ball. Put him in the game. If he can hit the ball, Astros need him in the outfield. 2-2. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit to left field. Is it going to be down? Nope. Dubon's got it. Almost down for a hit. That would have been the first hit of the game, but Dubon was able to get over and get it. Out number 1. Good play by Dubon on that opposite field hit by Stubbs. Still no hits. 5 1/3 inning, no hits. Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate. This is his third trip. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. Here comes the pitch. Arrighetti, and that one's outside, 85 miles an hour, ball 1. Let's take a look and see what we got in the chat here. That's where I'm at. Oh, cool. You're in Katy, Texas. That's awesome. The 4 fingers. Nice, Pam. I-10. I know I-10. That pitch is in there for strike 1. 90 miles an hour. The count is even. Just off Mason Road and I-10. I'll get you a shirt. Yeah, I remember the cliff at Pam. Woo! 78 miles an hour in the outside corner, taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber, they said he's basically all or nothing with the Astros. It's either big hit or strikeout. Check swing, did he go? They're going to say he did not. That's in the dirt inside. Ball 2. The count is even. Man, is he better than Biggio? Biggio. Which player are you talking about? Here comes the 2-2 pitch with 1 out, no runners on. Schwarber swings again, a check swing. Again, they say he did not go. Full count. The third base umpire, for some strange reason, flashes this 3-2 signal. You got to see that. I don't know why he did that. So on this check swing, they looked at third. Umpire says he's safe, and then says 3-2. I don't get that. I've never seen a third base umpire do that. But guess what? Schwarber's going to walk. The next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 4. So he lets Schwarber on with a walk, guys. And I haven't updated the base pad, so they are now correct. There's a runner on first with the 1 out. The speedster, Kyle Schwarber, is on first base. Trey Turner is at bat. That first pitch is in there. Strike 1. Ground out and a strikeout for Turner today. That next pitch is off the plate. Looked like a sweeper. Ball 1. Count is even. Turner doesn't know it, but he's about to ground into another double play. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. This one's hit high and out of play. Strike 2, 1-2. Is Altuve better than Biggio? I think so. I absolutely think so. I don't even have to think about that one. Biggio was great. I love Biggio. I have fond memories of Biggio, just like many Astros fans, but I just think that overall, in so many different ways, Altuve just can't be compared to Tapper. To Arrighetti. He only has a play at first base, so he does get another ground out on Turner, but no double play. So Turner with 2 ground outs today. A little tap-taparoo to Arrighetti, and he spaghettis it over to first base for the second out of the inning. Schwarber, the speedster, moves to second base, but I feel like he could have thrown Schwarber out at second, because Schwarber was lumbering to get there. Bryce Harper comes to the plate. First pitch to him is way off the plate, 78 miles an hour for ball 1. The crowd all sitting down, just staring at the game, all disappointed. Here comes the next pitch to Harper, 89 miles an hour in the top of the zone. That'll be strike 1, fouled away. 1-1 to Bryce Harper. Man, the way Harper looks right now on screen, when they show him up close, it looks like he's on drugs. I don't mean to be cruel or anything. Maybe, he's got the hair grown out on his face. He looks a little ragged. He's got the long hair, and he's got the black, I don't even know what this stuff is that we put under our eyes. I don't even know what it's called. It's to help with the glare from the sun, right? Just all of that, it just makes him look like he's suffering from drug abuse or something right now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now to Harper. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Arrighetti. That one's high and inside, ball 3, 3-1. 94 miles an hour on that one. Eric Wallace, hey. Hey, man, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I dislike Schwarber. Yeah, I mean, Schwarber is not an amazing player. He's really all out. Ball 4, high and inside. Another walk for Arrighetti, and he's got 2 runners on, first and second with 2 outs. And there's going to be a mound visit by Caratini and Alex Bregman on that walk. I'm going to go ahead and update the base pads here. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Alec Bohm coming to the plate, I believe. That's correct. Bohm has a strikeout today. Is 0 for 2. Arrighetti nursing his no-hitter so far. 2 outs, 2 runners on. First pitch to Bohm is way high and inside. 82 miles an hour, ball 1. Yeah, you know, Philip, I can't give you all of the stats to compare the two, but I think for me it's not just about stats, it's about, so much more, and that's why I favor Altuve against Biggio. Man, that one's inside, low, ball 2. 77 miles an hour, just missing the inside corner by a couple of inches. 76 pitches now for Arrighetti. Here comes the next pitch. That one's in there. Fouled away by Bohm. 90 miles an hour on the inside corner. 6:42 in the morning here in Japan. Got to be at class in about 2 hours and 18 minutes. 0-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball to Jeremy Pena. He fires over to first. Should be no problem, and it is. De Souza gets it, puts it away. Bohm shows his disappointment after that, and that's the end of the inning. Astros get out of it. Arrighetti doesn't give up any hits or runs, and that's all she wrote for the Phillies in this inning. 6 straight innings of no-hit, no-run ball for Arrighetti and the Astros, putting up nothing but goose eggs for the Phillies. But the Astros have 13 runs and 6 hits. Oh, I'm sorry, I had that backwards. I wish it was 13 runs on 6 hits. My gosh. 13 hits on 6 runs, I'm sorry. 13 hits and 6 runs. No errors for either team. I'm sorry, guys. It's like 6:45 in the morning here. I've been up since about 4:30. Let's see here. Philip says, let Kensington into the game. Life is hard. Eric says, we're winning out here as well. That's great. Congratulations. A little competition is always good. Actually, I think that the Astros play better when there's more competition, although you wouldn't know it from the way they've played against the Phillies this series. Typically, they tend to show up. It has been said this year that the Astros tend to play up or play down to whoever they're facing, and that is true sometimes. But to me, there's a bigger pattern of the Astros actually doing a couple of things this year, and their record would be absolutely amazing right now. They would have over 90 wins already if they had eliminated these problems, these 2 main problems. And one is their relievers blowing the games. That's the first thing. But the second thing, which to me is the number one most important thing, is them not driving in the base runners. Stranding runners on base has been the Astros' biggest problem all season long. And whether they are winning or not, it has continued to be an issue. Thankfully, today, the Astros are avoiding that, and the bottom of the order is producing just as much as the top of the order. Yordan Alvarez, speaking of the top of the batting order, is up at the plate. He's facing Michael Mercado, who has come in to replace Walker. That first pitch almost hits Yordan on his foot. Yordan's last at bat, he hit a home run, a 2-run shot. I believe Altuve was on base at the time. Opposite field home run to left field, just barely far enough to get out of the park. Low in the zone, swing and a miss. That's strike 2, 1-2. Yordan calls timeout. Michael Mercado. I need to get his picture and update it on the screen. This one's hit really hard. That might be gone again, guys. Straightaway center field. That's another home run. Back-to-back home runs for Yordan Alvarez. It's 7-0 Astros. Michael Mercado gives up a shot directly to center field to Yordan Alvarez, who blasts it. I'm happy to show this preview to you guys. Look at that. Boom. This right to center field, over 400 feet, right into the Phillies bullpen. How do you like that? Yordan goes long for the second time with back-to-back home runs. This one to center field, a no-doubter, straight up the middle. Astros 7, Phillies 0. Very first pitch to Bregman looks like it might have hit him. Not sure what's going on there. They didn't show what happened. They didn't show what happened because they were showing the Alvarez home run. But just like that, Bregman's down. He was hit, so Bregman is going to first base, but they're checking on him because he might have hurt his shoulder. Wow, that pitch actually hit Bregman in the helmet, guys. We've got a replay for you in just a moment. He goes down to first base. He's going to stay in the game, but if they'll show the replay, I'll show you what happened. Take a look at this. It literally hit him in the helmet. Did you see that? Holy cow, he got hit in the head, but luckily his helmet took the force of the blow. But man, that was dangerous right there. Could have hit him in the face. I really want them to show that. There it is right here. Look at this, slow motion. Holy crap, guys. They're still talking to Bregman right now. They're trying to make sure he's all right. The coach is out on the mound with their pitcher. They're talking to Mercado. Man, what nonsense. Whoops. I need to take that off the screen. I can't leave that on the screen for long. I'll get a copyright strike if I leave it up there too long. I can't be doing that. This one's hit to left field by Pena all the way out to the track. I'm not sure why my computer was acting a little strange there. Sorry about that. Pena flies out to the warning track. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Bregman stays on first base. Pena gives it a drive to the warning track, but that's handled no problem. Bregman remains on first. Caratini comes to the plate with 1 out. Very first pitch is low and inside. Just barely misses. It was right on the edge of the zone, but called ball. I'm trying to update the pitcher in the game to Michael Mercado. Next pitch is fouled off by Caratini. That's amazing. First batter, home run to Alvarez. Second batter hits Bregman in the head. Interesting start to this inning. 1-1 count against Victor Caratini. Runner on first, 1 out. That pitch is in there, outside corner for strike 1. So much weird stuff going on this inning. And even with my computer is acting strange. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. That one's way inside, almost hits Caratini on the knee. That'll be ball 2, evening the count. I grew up with Cesar Cedeno, and Jose Cruz. Oh, man, Jose Cruz. Yeah, Mike Scott. Yep. Glenn Davis was the man. He was my favorite player when I was growing up. Dude, I had so many Glenn Davis baseball cards, and it took me forever to finally get his rookie card. I think it was a Donruss. I think the Donruss rookie card is the only one I could get my hands on. I paid $5 for it. Oh, man. Glenn Davis was my man. The Big Bopper. Do you remember that? Man. Way outside and high. Ball 3. The count is full to Victor Caratini. 1 out. Runner on first. Full count to Caratini. Charged the mound. Alex Bregman probably didn't feel like charging the mound after that one. That one's high and outside. Ball 4. So Mercado is having an interesting inning. Gives up a home run, hits Bregman in the head, gets a fly out to the warning track, and then walks Caratini on a full count. I think I need to update my preview screen a little bit. It's just too far behind. I need it to be about 4 or 5 seconds behind the live action or so. Man, Ben Gamble comes up to the plate, and he rips at the first one, fouls it off. It looks like he's thinking, man, I really want that home run. It looks like he's talking about it with the catcher right now. He's smiling and laughing. He's probably saying, yeah, man, I want that home run. Big rip. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch with 2 runners on. Whoo, man, that's low and inside. Curveball called strike. 0-2. Come on, Gamble, man. I really want to see you get that home run back. 3-run shot here would be awesome. That'd give the Astros 10 runs. This is the perfect time for it right now. Come on. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Mercado. That one's high. Ball 1. 1-2. The last thing you want to do is charge the mound. You all have a lot of talent. Let's not get a suspension. Well, not only that, Bregman was hit in the head. He was, if he had tried to charge the mound, he probably would have ran in a circle. Next pitch is outside, 96 miles an hour, ball 2. The count is even. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Gamble at the plate facing Michael Mercado. Here comes a pitch. A little inside, good eye. Another full count. Will Gamble be able to reclaim his home run that was taken by a fan earlier? Oh, he goes down swinging, strike 3. He strikes out after the full count. That's disappointing. You can see this one. Missed opportunity by Gamble. Someone got the right pitch, just couldn't get his hands on it, get his bat on it, rather. Jake Myers comes to the plate. Myers is 2 for 3 today with a single and a double. He drove in 2 runs with that double. First pitch he takes for strike 1. I was joking earlier about Myers going for the cycle. Next pitch is fouled back. That one bounces off the catcher. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That's going to do it for the Astros here in the top of the 7th. But they do come away with 1 run on Yordan Alvarez's second home run of the game on a solo shot. can see that Neris and Abreu are out there in the bullpen having a little fun and chatting it up. Here's a strikeout on Myers. Astros with 14 hits and 7 runs, completely destroying the Phillies right now, moving into the bottom of the 7th. Arrighetti, with 78 pitches so far this game, is tossing a no-hitter. It would be nice to see that continue. Completely shut down the Phillies this game with no hits and no runs. How great would that be? I think I can take the base runners off. Oh, I didn't even have the base runners on. What am I thinking? We had runners on first and second. I didn't even put them on. No wonder they didn't score. That was my fault. Let's see here. You all got game. Awesome. I'm glad he's still playing. Oh, Gamble. Yes. Yeah, we got Gamble from the Mets, and he's been playing really well, actually. He almost had his first home run since 2022, but it got taken away because they said that a fan touched it. However, that was a bad call, in my opinion, because there was no definitive evidence of that. It appeared, at best, that the fan could have touched it. Could have touched it. But there was no evidence to determine that a fan did touch it. So that was a bad call by the umps. Very bad call by the umps. I'm adjusting something on my screen right quick. Give me a moment, and then I'll be back to the game, guys. There we go. That's better. Just trying to line up the scoreboard a little better on the screen for you guys. All right, Arrighetti's back on the mound, kicking the dirt near the rubber, looking up for the first pitch call. Castellanos is at the plate. First pitch is way outside, 81 miles an hour, ball 1. We are Astros. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. Castellanos skies this one out to left field. Dubon is under it, puts it away, no problem. That'll be out number 1. 2 pitches, 1 out. One away. That brings up Bryson Stott. First pitch to Bryson Stott is on the way. A little high, 90 miles an hour, ball 1. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:58 right now. The sun has come up, but it's not that bright. We've got a typhoon on the way, so it's probably going to be an overcast and rainy day today. I can see some stuff moving around outside, so there must be some wind whipping around. Ball 2 by Arrighetti. 2-0 the count to Bryson Stott with 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, inside, upper inside corner, right on the corner. Could have been ball 3, but it was close enough for the umpire's liking. That'll be strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, that one's right in there. 78 miles an hour. Beautiful pitch. No swing by Stott. The count is even. I just Stott swings at this one and strikes out. He's too scared to take another one. He does. Check swing. He gets the strikeout. I called it. He took 4 straight pitches, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and I thought that he would be too scared to take another one, and he would swing, and he did. But he check swung. And Arrighetti got him for strike 3. Check this out. Boom. Brandon Marsh comes to the plate, swings at the first one, hit all the way out to left field. Dubon at the wall. Oh my gosh, unbelievable, guys. At the wall. Mauricio Dubon, Doobie, saves the no-hitter with a leaping catch at the wall. I kid you not, for the third out of the inning. Big play. You've got to see this. Brandon Marsh hits it all the way to the wall. Almost a home run. Dubon gets it with a leaping catch at the wall. That's it for this inning. Look at Arrighetti's reaction. He's so happy about that. You got to see this replay. What a great catch by Mauricio Dubon out in left field. How do you like that? And then Arrighetti, so happy about that. Awesome. Dubon saving the no-hitter. 7 innings. No hits for the Phillies. Spencer Arrighetti with how many strikeouts? 9 strikeouts, 4 walks, no hits through 7 innings, guys. He's up to how many pitches? I can't see. Maybe less than 90 pitches, I think. Pretty great stuff. We're just watching a really great game for the Astros right now. 14 hits, 7 runs for the Astros, no errors. The Phillies with no hits, no runs, and no errors. That's awesome stuff right there. Blanco pitched a no-no this year, right? Yeah, Blanco pitched one early this season. They shut us out last night. We're doing the same thing tonight. Yeah, but this one's even worse, which I'm happy about. I'm glad that they are crushing them, Pam. It's really great that they are doing it like this. No hitter and just tearing up their pitchers. That's great stuff. Or was that a perfecto? Perfecto. I don't believe that he avoided the walks. If I'm not mistaken, Blanco did have a couple of walks that game, I believe. Good call, my friend. Wow. Oh, thank you. Italian Stallion, bro, from Katie. Italian Stallion. Ah, okay. I get you. Italian Stallion. 86, sir. 86. All right, DeCenzo is up at the plate. He hits one out to center field, all the way to the warning track. Brandon Marsh all the way back to the wall. Holy cow, that almost got out. Amazing. DeCenzo hit that one 400 feet, guys, almost out of the park. Take a look at this. Brandon Marsh had to keep going back and back and back and back and back. Almost. Holy cow. One away, but what a hit by DeCenzo. Mauricio Dubon with that great catch last out for the Astros in the top of the bottom of the 7th. He's up to bat now. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1 from Michael Mercado. Here comes the next pitch. He hits that one down hard, down the third base line hard. Strike 1. 1-1. Man. Amazing. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. Strike 2. 87 mile per hour. Looked like a changeup. 2 walks for Blanco on that night. Hey, can you believe that I remembered that? Wow, how did I remember that? I didn't even call that game. I just watched the highlights, and I knew that he had 2 walks. Sometimes I can remember stuff. I wish I could remember my Japanese lessons that well. Ball 2. Misses the zone. Count is even for Dubon. Here comes the next pitch. Dubon hits it to left field. That's going to be a single. He lifts it right over the head of the shortstop. So Dubon has another hit. The Astros pile on with a 15-hit game. Dubon on first base with that one. For some reason, Chaz McCormick is coming in to pinch hit for Jose Altuve. I guess they figure they don't need to work Altuve anymore. If McCormick gets a hit, that's going to be hilarious. First pitch to McCormick on the way. Strike on the outside corner, 87 miles an hour curve. I think I can remember to put Dubon on first base this time. There we go. 0-1 pitch to McCormick on the way. That one hit the right field. That's really far. That looks like it's going to be a home run. No kidding, guys. Chas McCormick hits a home run. Oh my gosh. Chas McCormick batting for Jose Altuve. His batting average was at 188. He hits a 2-run homer to right center field, guys. A 2-run shot off of Michael Mercado. Over 400 feet. Are you kidding me? 103.3 miles an hour. 412 feet. Astros up 9-0. The Astros, all of the Astros are hitting the freaking ball. Even Chas McCormick. You know that you're having a bad game when Chas is hitting home runs. Oh my gosh, no kidding. Yordan Alvarez comes up on the very first pitch, guys, and hits another home run. This is a third home run. 3 home runs in a row for Yordan Alvarez. Right after Chas McCormick hits it, Yordan on the very first pitch hits another home run. I kid you not. Check it out. Here's the replay. Boom. Center field. Over 400 feet, back-to-back home runs for the Astros, 3 back-to-back home runs, back-to-back-to-back home runs for Yordan Alvarez. Astros up 10-0. Absolutely insane. The Astros bonkers this game. Why don't the Astros score these runs when they need the runs? They could be winning this game right now 1-0, but they have 10 runs. Look at the center fielder. He looks like he gave up when this ball went out. You got to see this. Look at the center fielder's reaction when the ball goes out. Take a look. You'll see it right here. Look at his body language. Oh, it's coming up in just a moment from another angle. Take a look. Look at his reaction. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" Oh my gosh, what a game. 17 hits for the Houston Astros in this game, 10 runs. And they are going to have a pitching change apparently. Michael Mercado is coming out of the game. Alex Bregman is at the plate now for the Astros. We are in a break. I want to see what Mercado's stats are. I have no idea what his stats are, but let's take a look. Where are the pitchers? Mercado. Michael Mercado's average, or his ERA rather, not his average, his ERA, holy cow. He has played 5 games. His ERA is 9.0. Holy cow, guys. In 13 innings pitched, his ERA is 9. So he hasn't pitched many innings this year. He's only 25. Feel sorry for the guy. He's getting lit up. But when you face guys like Yordan Alvarez, it makes sense. But my gosh, when you give up home runs to Chas McCormick, he's batting 188. Well, now he's batting like 191 or something. So his batting average moved up. Chas trying to make a bid to stay on the Astros instead of being demoted down to AAA whenever Hayward comes in. That's actually what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for Chas to go to AAA because I'm not going to go with the recency bias and say that McCormick should stay just because of that home run. Man, 3 home runs for Alvarez this game. Absolutely insane. Max Lazar is in the game for the Phillies, facing Shea Whitcomb. Whitcomb is going to be pinch hitting for Alex Bregman. Astros now pulling out their starters. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Here comes the next pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. 1 out, 1-1 the count against Shea Whitcomb. This is the 3rd time that Yordan Alvarez has a 3 home run game. Shea Whitcomb hits this one out to right field. That's going to be an easy play for the right fielder. Should be, and it is. Castellanos grabs it, pulls it in for out number 2. I'm surprised there are any fans left in this crowd. I can understand that some of them stay, because I would stay. I'm not going to pay and go to see my team, even if they're getting clubbed. I still want to see them play, you know. I would stay. Jeremy Pena comes to the plate with 2 outs, no runners on. That first pitch is high for ball 1. I haven't changed the pitcher to Max Lazar on the screen yet because I'm focused on calling the game right now, but I might be able to change it later. Pena hits this one to center field. Should be playable by Marsh, and it is. He puts Pena away for out number 3, and that will do it for the Astros, but not before they add 3 more runs, including 2 home runs, one by Chas McCormick and a 3rd home run by Yordan Alvarez. Holy cow, what a game. Here's the fly out by Pena. A little line drive shot to center field. No big deal for Marsh. Now I can get caught up on the live chat. I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing, guys, so I'm going to check your live chat and see what's going on here. 16 people watching now. This is a great game to be following along, right, guys? Thank you so much for being here. 86 Astros and Mets bro Billy Hatchet. Billy Hatcher. Yeah, man, gosh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Are you psychic? Asking for a friend? Yeah, man. Well, I am kind of an empath, and I can feel things, but I have gut instinct sometimes, but it doesn't seem to work with the lottery, unfortunately. The lottery numbers. Way to go, Astros. Absolutely, Pam. I agree 100%. Alvarez is a beast. I still remember game 1 of the ALDS in 2022. He tomahawked one and ruined my night. It was already bad. His dad got COVID that day. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I hope that he was able to make a complete recovery from that. But that's the thing about Alvarez, is that he gets into these droughts sometimes where he's hitting the ball. He's getting, little hits here and there, a single here, maybe a double there, not doing too much. And then, just doesn't hit a long ball for a long time. And then suddenly he'll hit like 2 or 3 within a short span. And it's pretty amazing. Ex-Astros kids. Phillies are upset. Yeah, I can imagine. I would be too. They're showing the highlights of Arrighetti. 7 shutout innings, 9 strikeouts, and 4 walks. 2 of those came in the same inning. He's back on the mound with 86 pitches facing Austin Hayes. This one's grounded to Pena. He fires the first, but that's going to be the first hit of the game, guys. Austin Hayes gets an infield single to break the no-hitter by Arrighetti. DeCenzo had really no chance to get that fired over to first, so that's going to do it for Arrighetti's no-hitter. Not much you could do about that one. DeCenzo tried to scoop it and get it over to first, but he couldn't get there. Pena was able to grab it and backhand it and fire it over to first, but unfortunately not in time. And by the way, that was Whitcomb, not DeCenzo. I don't know why I said that. Whitcomb was the one who was not able to get to it. You can see right here, Whitcomb just misplayed it, and then Pena made the throw, but it was way too late. If Whitcomb had been able to get to it, he could have had a chance. But as it stands, there's a hit on the board now for the Phillies. Garrett Stubbs fouls the first pitch off, and the second pitch is a swing and miss. Brian King is warming up in the bullpen right now. Runner on first with no outs, 0-2 the count. This will be the 90th pitch for Arrighetti. A little disappointed about that no-hitter getting broken, but not surprised by it. I can't complain. Arrighetti's still the bomb. But the thing is, I'm not too worried about the no-hitter because I don't think there's any way for Arrighetti to get through 9 innings. He's already at 90 pitches. So I didn't think he was going to be able to get through the 9th inning. He might have, but there it is. Strikeout 10. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Arrighetti there. I'll show you the replay in just a moment. An 85-mile-per-hour changeup completely fooled him. Stubbs going down on that pitch. Look at that. Strike 3. One out, one runner on. Another strike. Kyle Schwarber is up to face Arrighetti again. He walked his last at bat, struck out the first 2 at bats. He's 0 for 2, I guess you could say. Runner on first. 0-1. Here comes the pitch. That was in the zone, low. Schwarber squats at it, but that's strike 2. 0-2. How many strikeouts? Is that 10 for Arrighetti? Yes, that's 10 strikeouts for Arrighetti. This one might be another one. He throws that one in the dirt. Man, what a good catch by Caratini. He kept that one from going to the wall. There was that strike, that second strike to Schwarber. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 runner on first. Here comes the pitch to Schwarber. Way outside, ball 2. The count is even. By the way, just for you guys' information, you guys and gals, Spencer Arrighetti this month has more strikeouts than any pitcher in all MLB. Did you know that? Pretty interesting. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 11 for Spencer Arrighetti. 3 strikeouts against Schwarber today. Swing and a miss. Beautiful. 11th strikeout for Arrighetti. As the coaches look on, they must be very proud about having Arrighetti in the lineup, especially getting close to the playoffs. Boom. How do you like them apples? You want to pick that and eat it, make a pie with it. Next pitch is high to Trey Turner. Ball 1. Turner hasn't been able to do anything today. He has grounded he's grounded out a couple of times. Swings at that one. High in the zone. Out of the zone, actually. Strike 1. Misses completely. The count's even 1-1. I think Turner has a walk. Or fielder's choice. I can't remember. No, it wasn't a fielder's choice. Maybe it was a walk. He fouls that one off to the right field stands. That's strike 2. Strike 2. Yes, that's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm trying to get caught up on what's going on in the live chat. But Spencer Arrighetti is moving so fast right now. He's really wanted to get through this inning, it looks like. 98 pitches. Here comes the 99th pitch in just a moment to Trey Turner. 2 outs, 1 runner on. A little high and outside, 99. So this will be what we will say in Japanese as hyaku. Hyaku means 100. This will be the 100th pitch. Maybe you could say hyakuban. 100th pitch from Arrighetti is on the way. Check swing, did he go? They'll say he's safe. He did not go. So Arrighetti will toss another one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 100 pitches now. This will be the 101st pitch. Trey Turner, full count, 2 outs, runner on first. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled back. My guess is that regardless of outcome here, Turner will be Arrighetti's last batter. Arrighetti takes a moment to walk off the mound, gets a new ball, rubs it up. He's shaking off some calls from Caratini as he walks around the mound. Looks like he has what he wants now. Here comes the full count pitch to Trey Turner. Ground foul on that curveball. That was a good pitch, 78 miles an hour, low in the zone. But Turner makes contact to stay alive. Another full count pitch is incoming. He's doing better now. Yes, sir. You beat it. Good game, son. Leave him in. Leave him in. Yeah. I don't think he'll be in the 9th inning. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit to center field. That's going to drop. That's going to be a single. Runner moves to third. I think that's Austin, right? Yeah, Austin was off and moving. Austin Hayes, he was off and moving before the pitch he was even delivered. So he makes it all the way over to third, and that's going to be it. So, like I said, Trey Turner is the last batter that Arrighetti will face today with that single. Trey Turner on first base with the second hit of the day for the Phillies. So it kind of comes apart a little bit on Arrighetti in the 8th inning. He gives up his first 2 hits of the game, and he's got runners on the corners with 2 outs. He's going to come out. And I didn't see who was coming in the game. But we're going to have a new pitcher in just a moment. I'll update you on who that is in just a moment. Got about 14 people watching. Don't have nearly as many people following this game today as who are showing up for the other games, and that's disappointing considering how the Astros are doing so well this game. 10-0. They're just completely destroying the Phillies today. Arrighetti had a no-hitter through 7 innings. He finally gave up a couple of hits this inning in the 8th. Got 2 runners on the corners. Astros have a new pitcher coming in just a moment. Unsure who that's going to be, but we'll see. It's going to be nice. When this game ends, I'll have at least an hour, I believe, to have a little breakfast, take a shower to wake up, get ready for school, and take my leisurely time to get there. It would be nice to have another day off from school today, but the typhoon, it started moving so slowly. They predicted that it was going to be here. Originally, they were saying it could have been here Tuesday, which is actually 2 days ago for me. It's Thursday right now. And the school was talking about being closed Tuesday and possibly Wednesday. But here it is Thursday, and the school's still open. But they say that we'll have a break tomorrow. We won't be open tomorrow. If they decide to stay open, it's going to really tick me off. That means that the hurricane or the typhoon will arrive on the weekend, and that's annoying. I want some days off from school, man. Magnum PI is in the game, or otherwise known as Brian King. That first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Magnum PI. I know I've got his picture in here somewhere. There it is. Next pitch. Sounded like it was fouled away, but I'm trying to change the icon on the screen. Update that. Yep, that was a foul ball, so that's strike 1. 1-1 against Bryce Harper. Here's the next pitch. This one's hit high in the air. Pena is back. Looks like he should get it, and he does. That'll be out number 3, no problem. Arrighetti's so happy. He's holding his head. He's like, oh my gosh, I got the shutout so far. So Brian King comes in just like that, gets the final out. A little fly to Jeremy Pena in shallow left field. And I'm going to run to the toilet right quick. That coffee is finally going through me, guys. TMI. Be right back with the top of the 9th inning. Astros due up are Victor Caratini, Ben Gamel, and Jake Myers. All right, I can't believe I made it back that fast. First pitch to Caratini is a ball. Weston Wilson is on the mound, guys. They've got a position player tossing pitches, just lobs to Caratini. Caratini waited and smacked it to shortstop. Alec Bohm fires it over to first base for out number 1. So the Phillies have given up on this game as they have a position player pitching to the Astros. He's literally just throwing lob pitches. I'll show you an example here. All right. Ben Gamel comes up and he gets a base hit on the very first pitch. He hits it right through the middle. This will be the 18th hit of the game for the Astros. Ben Gamel gets a little single. They're showing that catch again by Mauricio Dubon. Take a look at this hit by Gamel off that lob right up the middle. Jake Myers comes up. He hits it out in the right field. Right fielder will be underneath it, and he'll catch it for the second out. No problem. 2 outs. Let me update the base pads. The Astros do have Gamel on first base. Myers with the fly out for out number 2. Zach DeCinzo comes up to the plate. .42 miles an hour. DeCinzo's laughing about that. He takes that for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch to DeCinzo. Almost hits him. He could have just taken that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Take a look at how slow these lobs are coming in. It's hilarious. DeCinzo hits it out to right field. It looks like it's going to be an out 3, and it is. So just 1 hit, and the top of the 9th is over as DeCinzo flies out to right field. Astros are hitting better off the real pitchers than they are hitting off of Weston Wilson. So that's it for the Astros in the top of the 9th, but they do get a hit. That's 18 hits for the Astros this game, 10 runs. 2 hits for the Phillies, no runs. Not sure if King is going to stay in the game for the Astros or not, but we will see when we come back. Right now, there's no update on that. Bottom of the 9th coming up, guys. The game is almost over. We're in the home stretch now. Got about a dozen people watching. Thank you for being here. Several of you have been here for a long time, and I really appreciate you sticking around. All of you guys and gals. Daniel, Philip, the Lion, Pam, and we've got a few others. Eric, yeah, I think I got all of you guys that are in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. So we've got the 4-game series coming up with the Royals. That's not going to be an easy series. Maybe the Astros will play better against the Royals now that they're much better than they were last year. We'll try to do a quick poll. What will the outcome be of the 4-game series with the Royals? Astros 4-0. Astros 3-1. Series tied. Royals take 3 or 4. Let's do that. Okay? Not much time left in this game to have a poll, but why not? If you guys are up for it, I'm interested to see what you think will happen in the series. Brian King is back on the mound in the 9th inning facing Alec Bohm. Quickly, the count is 1-1 with that next pitch. The third pitch is on the outside for ball 2, 2-1. Here comes the next pitch from Magnum PI. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. 92 on the outside corner. Man, I'm going to have to get some food in me. I'm having a headache from that caffeine. Ooh, that pitch was right in the bottom of the zone. Called ball 3. That could have been strike 3. 3-2 is the count. Here comes the next pitch from King to Bohm. That one's hit hard to the right side and through the hole. It's going to be a single for Bohm. Third hit of the game for the Phillies. Here's the hit by Bohm through the right side. One runner on, no outs. Nick Castellanos comes to the plate. Johan Rojas. He's pinch hitting for Castellanos. He's batting .246 for the season. That first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. I don't have to update the base pads because I forgot to take the runner off, so there's a runner on first. That next pitch is a swing and miss for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Rojas obviously going for the long ball here, trying to swing his butt off. 0-2 pitch hits him on the foot. Right on the toe with an 0-2 count. King hits Rojas on the toe. So after 2 strikes, he comes back with a wild pitch and hits him right on the foot. So with no outs, there are 2 base runners. The Astros shutout is now in danger. Spencer Arrighetti's shutout-led game could wind up being broken. Edmundo Sosa is now at the plate. First pitch to him is right in the outside corner for strike 1, 92 miles an hour. Magnum PI needs to check his pistol, get that aim down. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball to Pena, who flips it to second and then to first for the double play. Dubon is on second for taking the place of Altuve there. They bring him in from the outfield to second base. I'm sure they've got Chaz in the outfield. Runner moves to third, but the Astros do get the double play ball. 2 away. Pena to Doobie. Doobie to DeCenzo. That brings up Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh batting with a runner on third, with 2 outs. Next pitch to him is right in there. Strike 1, 92 miles an hour. That was a good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh, the Beard King. He's definitely got me beat in that category. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. A little low. Whoo, Marsh didn't like that one, but called strike 2. Umpire's like, come on, man. It's the 9th inning. You guys are down by 10 runs. What do you expect? I mean, come on. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. I'm surprised the umpire didn't call that one strike 3 just to end the game. Astros are just 1 strike away from this game being over. Take a look at this one. Marsh didn't like that one. The count's 2-2. Here comes a pitch from Magnum PI. He calls it strike 3. It's low and outside, and Marsh is still standing there. He's literally still standing there as the Astros are congratulating each other on the game. He just continued standing in the batter's box, unbelieving. You guys got to see this. It's so funny the way this ended. Take a look at this. Long delay for the delivery. Here comes the preview. Here it is. Look at that. Look how Marsh just keeps standing there and shaking his head. He's still standing there. Oh my gosh. But you know what? That sums it up for the Phillies this game. That's basically how the game went for the Phillies. They do manage to get 3 hits. The Phillies get 3 hits, 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th. But they come up with zeros. The Astros get the shutout and destroy them with 18 hits and 10 runs. Awesome game for the Astros today. I'll do a quick game summary. This is going to be a long game summary with all the runs that the Astros scored, all the hits and all the runs. But let's take a look, guys. Spencer Arrighetti was on the mound today, pitched 7.2 innings, had a no-hitter through 7, finally gave up 2 hits in the 8th inning, but no earned runs. Okay, the Astros started the scoring in the very first inning when Altuve stole home, and that would be 1-0 Astros. At the top of the 4th, Myers doubled to left, scoring Victor Caratini and Ben Gamel. 3-0 Astros. Again in the top of the 4th, Dubon singled to center, scoring Myers. 4-0 Astros. Alvarez, again in the top of the 4th, homered to left field, scoring Altuve. 6-0 Astros. In the top of the 7th, Alvarez homered again to center field, 433 feet. His second home run, back-to-back, 7-0 Astros. In the top of the 8th, McCormick came in as pinch hitter for Altuve and homer to right center, scoring Dubon. 9-0 Astros. You know that you're having a good day when McCormick is homering. In the top of the 8th, still in the top of the 8th, Alvarez comes in, homers again to center field, 408 feet. His third home run of the game, all 3 back-to-back-to-back. 10-0 Houston. That's how the game would wind up. This is the 3rd game where Alvarez has hit 3 home runs. The Astros are now 71-62, 3.5 games ahead of the Mariners. Speaking of the Mariners, their game today against Tampa, they won 6-2, so this was a very important game for the Astros to win to maintain a decent lead. They're not ahead by much, just 3.5 games, but it's very important that they continue to maintain that lead. The next series they have coming up against the Kansas City Royals starts tomorrow, and guess what? I'll be here calling those games. And by the way, in other related news, the Rangers and the White Sox are tied up 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The Astros are 10 games ahead of Texas. Right now, Texas not a threat for the Astros. But I did want to take a look at the schedule just to let you know what my game calling schedule will be if you're interested in listening to my live play-by-play for the next few games. Good news for you, all right? Check this out. Tomorrow, because of the typhoon coming to, well, that's actually already in Japan, but it's going to be coming through Hiroshima shortly. And my school has decided to cancel classes for tomorrow, which means that Game 1 versus Kansas City, I'll be here tomorrow to call that game. Game 2 for me is on Saturday, so I'll be calling that game as well. Game 3 is on Sunday for me, so I'll be calling that game as well. And the game on Monday for me, for you if you're in the U.S., will be on Saturday, or rather Sunday. I'm a day ahead here in Japan. That means I'll be able to call that game too, because that game starts at 3:10 in the morning, guys, or in the middle of the night for me. I'll be able to call that game too. So I'm going to be able to call all 4 games of the Kansas City series. Very, very excited about being able to do that for you guys. I'll be here with you for all 4 games against Kansas City. Very, very happy about that because my school is taking 1 day off tomorrow, and that allows me to do all 4 games of that series. I'm really looking forward to seeing you for all 4 of those games. Please be here. Remember to like the video. I only got to 15 likes for today, but I think that's primarily because we didn't have very many viewers today for this game for whatever reason. But thank you for the people who did like the video, and for those of you regulars who came back and were here for the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your subscriptions. All of that. Thank you so much. One quick thing about the games tomorrow. Who's on the mound? We have Hunter Brown scheduled to be on the mound for the Astros, and he will be facing Brady Singer. Singer is 9-9 with a 3.38 ERA over 146 innings pitched. He has 143 hits given up. He's giving up almost 1 hit per inning on average, but he also has about 141 strikeouts. So he almost has 1 strikeout, 1 hit for every inning pitched. If you toss in the base on balls, that's 183 runners on base in 146 innings. I think that gives the Astros a chance to actually do something against Singer. Hunter Brown has been really solid for the Astros, and I look for him to continue that dominance tomorrow. Astros stand a good chance of starting this series off strong. Let's hope that they're able to do it. Yordan Alvarez moves his home run total up today with a big game for the Astros, batting .305. Altuve had a good game, a very heads-up play to steal home plate. Yainer Diaz was able to actually relax today, have a rest, didn't play the game, and the Astros still scored 10 runs. Great game today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow morning for Game 1 of the Astros versus the Kansas City Royals. That's it for me now. And all I can say to end the stream is, Go Stros. See you tomorrow.